Prepare to get wet, foamers. Baxter and I are at Tiana's Bayou Adventure in Disneyland. About to hop on the giant log and ride it through that swampy flume.
Officially opened on November 15, 2024, Tiana's Bayou Adventure replaces Splash Mountain, which originally opened in 1989.
Oh, is that the one with those cute critters that teach friendship and tolerance?
The ride was based on one of the only films which Disney refuses to let see the light of day.
John Carter of Mars.
Song of the South, whose central character is a fictional black man created by a 19th century white man.
What could go wrong? Glad Disney avoided controversy with any more characters.
What makes the red man red?
When did he first say ugh?
Why did he ask you how?
Holy But that was like 70 years ago.
The moment we have dwarf roles, which are the most famous dwarf roles in Hollywood history, then the only people apparently who can't play them are dwarf actors.
There are actors, dwarf actors, that live, that dream to be in a major motion picture such as this Disney remake. Now it's taken away. They're all separate characters that are actually heroes for this lady.
Yes.
And they take care and they take this lady in.
They save
so
her.
they're viewed so well to society.
Shame on Disney, and I hope you get another brilliant role very soon.
The Disney company tried to use their platform to bring about social change, and I got fucked.
Get me out of this universe.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure is a more inclusive attraction that celebrates Tiana's story and culture. The story takes place 1 year after the events in The Princess and the Frog.
Oh, I know this attraction. In our universe, it's called Mr. Toad's Wild Bride. Let's check it out. I'm Brian, and for nearly a decade, I helped Disney build some of your favorite attractions as an Imagineer. Until... Mother. Until a botched experiment in my universe sent Brian from this dusty old universe who knows where and brought me here. So join me and Baxter
Get me out of here.
as we offer unique insights into the Disneyverse and critically judge your universe in general. Baxter, roll intro. Baxter, what's all this news about ex-military officers testifying about UFOs to Congress?
They can't be onto us, right?
In our previous panel, we had Grush, and he had testified to say that some of these were interdimensional beings. Can you speak on that at all?
Ma'am, I'm not qualified, certainly as a scientist or otherwise, to speculate points of origin.
They're onto us. Pack your shit and let's get out of here.
Yes. Yeah, okay, roll today's tape and I'm gonna find a suitcase. It packs this right, it's 300 plus logs per hour.
Fewer than your mother.
Wow, who programmed you? What a mouth. Who's ready for soggy time?
I'm not waterproof.
Good.
Initiating attraction scan.
Put on your culture caps, foamers. Today, I'm taking us on a cultural examination of the Imagineering behind the Imagineering. Oh yes, I'm taking us to Nolans. Heh. So Baxter, where exactly in New Orleans is there a mountain?
New Orleans is in fact a very flat city and therefore
It doesn't have any mountains, but they don't call us Imagineers for no reason.
Then we even went out to Avery Island to take a look at a salt dome, which is one of the only areas in Louisiana that has any elevation. It was really important for the team to be able to get an opportunity to come to New Orleans because it's very important that as we're telling a New Orleans story as a part of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, we want to be really authentic.
Insert Tiana purchasing Salt Dome into the attraction story here and problem solved.
Avery Island is actually located in Iberia Parish, Louisiana, and is the birthplace of Tabasco pepper sauce.
Oh, Baxter, you always have the spiciest facts. How Tabasco isn't sponsoring this attraction is beyond me. Speaking of food, food is central to Tiana's story. So, the Imagineers maxed out their per diem and ate their weight in authentic Creole cuisine. Baxter, where does an Imagineer find authentic Creole cuisine?
The Imagineers visited Dookie Chase's restaurant, which opened in 1941. Lee Chase, known as the Queen of Creole Cuisine, transformed the restaurant into a showcase for authentic Creole cooking. It is one of the first African-American fine dining restaurants in the country and has remained family-owned and operated for generations.
And if that doesn't whet your appetite, Dooky Chase was one of the only fine dining establishments available to Black Americans during segregation. It became a speakeasy of sorts for civil rights activists to meet and strategize during the 1950s and 60s. In fact, Martin Luther King Jr. and Thurgood Marshall were frequent visitors. Sounds like a pretty bomb place to do attraction research.
Dooky Chase's was bombed in 1965, but suffered only minor damage.
That makes it even cooler. Before we move on, I also offer without context Tiana at the restaurant taking photos with the attraction's producers. Is she borrowing recipes? Who knows? Now, if I could afford the music license, we'd be listening to the sounds of Grammy Award-winning artist, Maroon 5 keyboardist, and New Orleans native PJ Morton, who wrote an original song for the attraction in addition to arranging some of the songs from the Princess and the Frog film.
It was exciting to me, the idea of creating something original for this. But that was also a challenge, you know, just trying to, all the songs are so well done. People are very familiar with them now. So to try to, the challenge was to try to fit in with what already existed, but also bring something fresh and move the story along. You know, I'm appreciative of this team, all of you, because I was allowed to be myself. We know as New Orleanians, you know, in the room, how many times people tell us how New Orleans is supposed to be presented. And we've seen movies and things where it's like, okay, you know, that's not necessarily my home, but all right, I see what piece of New Orleans that is. But these guys are being so intentional about making sure that the story is told in an authentic way and that the music is done in an authentic way. Everybody who I'm bringing along to be a part of this is just very authentic to New Orleans and very real, you know, not trying to make a caricature of what New Orleans is, but really just being our city.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Disney parks are the most authentic fake places you can ever visit. From the Balinese wood carvings of Animal Kingdom to the international college interns at Epcot who at least look like they're from the country you're getting drunk in. And Tiana's is authentic right up to the weather vane.
The Adinkra symbols in it were very carefully chosen with such a level of love and intention. The top symbol is a symbol of endurance. The symbol below that, it was centered around the divinity of Mother Earth and its depiction of this old saying, as above, so below. The bottom symbol is Sankofa, which is a very popular Adinkra symbol found in many pieces of ironworks all over this country. What it really symbolizes is a bird looking back on its tail, looking back on its past and its ancestry of all of the lessons and advice that those that have come before have given us. The symbols of the weather vane itself are very positive, very, very lovely.
Of course, Baxter, what is no trip to New Orleans complete without?
Beignets.
True, but I was actually thinking
Mosquito bites.
Mardi Gras. Unless, of course, it isn't Mardi Gras season, in which case there's Plan B.
Our last stop was at Mardi Gras World. We got to see how the magic of Mardi Gras comes to life each year, and how they repurpose these beautiful creations between celebrations.
Up till now, I bet you've been waiting patiently to hear what exciting new Imagineering technology was invented to make Tiana's Bayou Adventure a reality. And I've been delaying that topic because there really isn't any. While Louis the Alligator is one of the more complex and impressive animated figures, and to date hasn't lost his head, the characters are basically on par with Disney's other advanced robots, which are pretty sweet.
I am the most advanced robot.
Of course you are, Baxter.
Quickly, bury me in a bag of rice.
The good news is that the lines will be tamed by the fact that this is opening in the fall, only 8 short months before summer. The bad news is you'll be dragging your wet, soggy butt around Disneyland all day.
Can we have ice cream?
No.
Lunch?
Please.
Hungry Berry grand opened.
I'm not hungry.
Sounds like a you problem. Smoked barbecue combo platter with ribs, fries, sausage, and funnel cake fries for dessert?
Just a random piece of bread after. Tastes like bread, Wonder Bread. Pretty good ribs. Those are pretty good ribs. I mean, for $21, the least they could do is make it pretty good. Salty as all hell, but I like my fries. And I gotta try this pickled lemonade, strawberry pickled lemonade, complete with pickle. I don't hate that. I'm a pickle man. Pretty refreshing. Like a caramel dipping sauce, right? I don't know. It's kind of, I think there's like banana pudding in it or something. Oh, I scoop it. I mean, it really just looks like caramel sauce that someone like cocked a loogie into. I don't know, cake fry is pretty bomb. Definitely one for a good cheat day. Diabetes in a little paper bag. Yeah, I guess it's like caramel mixed with banana. We're gonna go with banana custard, banana caramel sauce. No, I think I give it 4 churros overall. Could be more for $21. It's a little light. Tastes good though. I think everything tastes good. Just use a little more substance.
Yo, Bax, it's another frog ride. What's this about?
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is a moving public safety announcement.
What? Well, hello, Mr. Toad. Be a lad and summon my horseless carriage if you would. Cheers.
Why are we driving a car through this man's house?
Obviously, they didn't have electric scooters back then. Okay, we're grabbing a few beers behind the wheel. Not a great start. Another political prosecution by the Democrats. Or the Republicans. Whoever's in charge.
Pay attention.
I turned on the full self-driving.
Why am I here too? I wasn't driving.
Because you're generally a douche. That was way more memorable than our high school lecture from Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Are they still around?
I think they gave up.
Well, kids, don't be a toad. If you drink, order a ride. And use Waymo so you don't barf all over some poor Uber driver's personal vehicle.
Scan complete.
Not ready for Mars till 2030, huh? Alrighty, Elon. Thanks. Stay safe, man. And stop tweeting.
What did Alien Musk say? Are we getting off this rock they call Earth?
He said it's called X, you asshole.
No one wants to play with his grok. It's the men in. It's the men in. It's the men in black. They know we're aliens.
What the hell? It's just DoorDash. Okay, well, till next time.